All right, here with technically second and tied for third. And what you guys play today?
We played Goku U7.
How'd you feel? How'd you feel about the event?
Event was really well run. Shout out to BBG for the event. Shout out Trey Fairclaw. Shout out Airfare Gaming.
Yeah, we had a good event.
You guys had a good event. Not a lot of people, unfortunately, but 16 was enough. We fired it. Still a good event.
Yep. And you were playing U7 Goku.
Yes, we were. We were playing Goku U7. Okay. For those
Zoro
that,
2.0.
Yep. Zoroku, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Just that little permanent on the backside where you can get plus 5K to all your battle cards. And definitely, it's just that perpetual value, man. Worked out really well for us. We played for green, we played for yellow, and that's all we saw all day. I think I played 3
There was
Gohan.
one blue deck in the tournament, right?
Yeah, one Goku Black.
I beat him twice.
And he lost to the U7 twice.
He lost to him twice.
He beat him twice.
And it was close games.
The first one wasn't. The top 8 was definitely close.
Yeah. So it was just a great event. Shout out to Leighton Gaming. You know, they sent us out here. They gave us some cool mats to play with. So, you know, shout out to the team that sponsored us. Shout out to Shuffle Up, our boys back home. We're in the lab every single day testing. So, you know, just shout out to the homies that gave us all the feedback and helped us really build this list. And shout out to this top 8 mat.
Show them the top 8 mat. Yeah.
Look at that, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Everything's cool. All right.
Let's get into it. Show us his deck.
All right. 50 card list. Getting into it. First thing for Assemble Representative Universe 7. Literally the most important card in the deck. I know a lot of people were on Kamehameha. I know a lot of people were worried about not being able to do things defensively. You do not care to do things defensively. You are not a defensive deck by any nature. It has 2 modes to it. In the early game, usually turns 1, 2, and 3. You can search the top 7, search the top 5, grab any U7 for free if you have the Roshi in play and you're able to take a life. It's a lot of card value. You can grab super combos. It's the only card that allows you to grab super combos. So really good. And then towards the late game, if you're able to keep energy up and you're playing a little off tempo, it's a free 15K into the opponent's face. Your 25 become 40. Hits for that common number. It's very good. Next, we're playing 4 copies of Tien. He's just a 15K vanilla. It's pretty hard to deny a 1-drop 20K on the flip side. You know, just helps round out your curves. If you're playing a little off tempo and you usually leave 1 up, he just kind of comes in, rounds out your curve, and gets another 20K body in. Not really much to say about it. He's just pretty undeniable.
And the 10K combo comes in a lot too.
He is 10K. 10K
You'll notice we welcome all 10K combos since there's a lot of zeros in the top end. So anything that's 10K combo, we welcome it, even the vanillas. For Roshi, he's kind of the kick engine of the deck. He's a very solid turn 1 play. Take a life, makes your extra cards 1 red less, so your Assemble is for free. That's the only extra card we're playing in the deck, so that's really the only thing it's there for. But nonetheless, even if you're not playing that card, just taking a life and self-awakening is very important. Aggressively awakening with this leader can be very important if you're not playing against aggro.
He's like the yellow Roshi from Masters.
Yeah, something similar to that. Next, we're playing 4 copies of the Whis. This is the on-play minus 5K. Again, you'll notice, I didn't play the Activate main. Again, you'll notice the 10K combo. We welcome these. Honestly, this card was really good. In testing, I played both copies. I had both copies in the list. I had the other one, the Activate main in the list. I had just this one. This one is really good. One of my favorite plays to do, and I did it in this tournament. On turn 4, whether you have the energy marker or not, play this for 1, minus 5 a Selku, pop your SR Son Goku right after that, and now your Gohan players cannot activate their battle for free. They cannot ramp for free all before you get your swings in. It's a very aggressive play. Actually, in the mirror, this card could have came in clutch because when I played the U7 mirror in top 4, I probably could have minus 5'd an additional battle card with that 1 energy I had open and maybe swung my secret in, spoiler secret, into that battle card to even push more of a lethal, but I didn't. It was a misplay, and it ended up paying dividends in the end for it. Now into the 2 drops, we're playing Hit. We're playing a full copy of Hit. He's the only U7 target, or the only non-U7 target. So 92% of the deck is grabbable off this Assemble. He's just a good around red card, Self-Awakener, minus 5 when he swings. He gets a lot of value. Leaders can't check him early in the game. Can't really complain about it. Just a really good card. There's really no reason to not play him, even though he's a Universe 6 tag. You don't really mind the minus 5 that you're not getting. Then we're also playing for Krillin, another good Self-Awakener. He's a 20K on the unflip side, 25 on the flip side, so he pressures Broly. Just a good around Self-Awakener. We're playing a lot of Self-Awakeners. Like I said, you want to be aggressive with him when you can. So just helped round it out the Self-Awakeners. Not really much else to say about him. 3 Vegeta in the 2 drops. He didn't come up too much. Again, usually on 2, I'm playing a lot of Self-Awakeners, unless I'm playing aggro. He comes up a little bit more in the aggro matchups because critting those first 4 life can be detrimental in controlling the hand state when you're playing against aggro, since aggro can draw like crazy. But there really isn't much else to say about it. Most of the day he was a 10k combo, and that's perfectly fine. That's exactly.
You played 4?
I played.
Yeah.
He was playing 4.
One of the differences, I played 4 of this instead of a 3-drop Goku.
I am playing a full playset of the SR Son Goku.
So they swapped numbers on this.
So it was a
took
4th one of this for the 2nd place list, but I had a full copy of 4. My love for this card grew gradually over the week as I was testing for this event. I was very not sold to this card because of the 0 combo power, but it's the tempo that this card gives
It's
on 3.
25. And then you
He's
get
25, pressures a Broly,
then 5.
he self-awakens, helps you with your game plan, but on top of that, it's really just the effect of being able to pop something. Android 18, Selku after a Whis effect, Vegeta 4-drop, that's a very good anti-aggro tool against you. This card is very, very good at establishing tempo and still being able to swing in the lead for 30 on the flip side. Like I said, my favorite play was doing that Whis, -5, pop a Selku, swinging at the leader, give that combo that Whis off the board, and now I have 40k at that lead after they're at 4, or even if they're at 3, and I try to set up my lethals that way. It was a very strong play all tournament. We're playing 4 copies of Beerus. He's a critical 3-drop. He's a 5k combo, so his combo power isn't as loved, but he's another crit attacker. He gives another +5. Just kind of helps round out if you don't have the SR Goku and you want to play this card. This card is definitely good on curve. Or even if you're trying to build a wide strategy, he helps with that. He's really good when you have stuff pre-established on board. It's not a good card usually to follow up with sometimes, but he does come in clutch, and nonetheless he has combo power, so we welcome that. 2 copies of the Piccolo Vanilla. He's a 10k combo, 25k. Again, I tested for Broly thinking Broly was going to be oversaturated. Gohan was oversaturated, so the 25k wasn't as super relevant, but if I had played Broly, he would have been very important in swinging those 25ks in at the Broly at any point, because I do rush Broly down and get them to 3 as soon as I can.
The other difference was I played a 3rd copy of this instead of the 3rd secret.
And there's a secret. So
And they're the
I
secrets.
played 2 secrets.
So you played 3, 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you think two is fine? He says 3 is fine.
Honestly, you can go 2,
I
you
like
can go
the
3.
2, though.
It's not going to make too much of a difference in your deck. You're missing out on a 10k combo, but it's a very minute difference. I happened to get the 3rd secret, which is why I played it. This card was honestly really good all weekend. This was our curve. This is starts to be our top end. He can pressure for game by himself, but that's not really what you set him up for. What's really good about it is that Green loves to play Vegeta against you. It is the one card that is very good against your aggro. It's an anti-aggro tool they have. Being able to have them swing into your battle card, save that battle card, force them to discard, and then on the next turn, tap for -15k their Vegeta and swing 35 into 5. They almost always take it. It sets them up. It puts them from 3 to 2, 4 to 3, and from there you're just usually cruising, and you can kind of get into your closers from there. I don't consider him a true closer. He is started at the top end, but he's really more to help you set up from 4 to 3 to 3 to 2 more often than not.
And he lives for a turn.
If he lives for a turn, but you
lot
do.
of times I
But
combo out.
being an aggro list, you do spend a good amount of time protecting your battle cards. Your board having perpetual value, like keeping the value on your board, is very relevant for this deck, more so than keeping yourself alive. So, again, you know, depending on what the situation is, you're gonna want to save your battle cards more often than not. So I don't usually have issues where I'm not saving the secret. It's usually a secret that answers the secret. That's all I can really say. I did play 2 copies of Sun Gohan Adolescence. I know a lot of people were high on this card and playing a lot. If you don't have Secret, you can definitely play this at 4. He's a 5k combo, but I ended up cutting him. He wasn't as relevant. He was charge fodder, if anything, 5k combo, if anything. He's better in Beerus, in my opinion. The -10k doesn't come up too often, but I will say the one thing he's relevant for is Cooler. When they play the 4-drop Cooler, you can swing with this first. -10k that first, put it at 20, see if they want to block it, and then after that you can answer with your 5-drop, -20k, get rid of that blocker, and then go from there. That's really the best way it was used this weekend. And then finally, 4 copies of the Sun Goku from the starter deck.
4 copies.
He's the only finisher I have in this deck. I know the secret can do the same thing, but because it only pushes for 1 damage at a time, it's not as fast as you want to be. It's kind of a turn 5 or turn 6 or bust type of deck. So I do want to see my closer, and I want to make sure I see him every single game. You can grab him off the Assemble Universe 7 if you don't have him, but honestly, just a really good card. If you keep the secret, follow this up, -20k battle card, swing in with the secret, ping another life, and then go right in for a double strike. It's very, very the secret in this card goes so hand in hand with each other. I wanted to see as many copies as I could this weekend, and I did, and it worked out. So I can't complain. And then finally, 4 super combos. Enough to be said about it.
Searchable.
Very searchable. That's the only reason why I played U7. I loved it. It was,
Appreciate
it was
the profile, guys, and glad you guys drove or flew out.
Yeah, we came from Orlando, Florida, Kissimmee area. Like I said, shout out to Layton Gaming for hooking us up. Shout out to Shuffle Up Group Chat for being our lab and testing with us all weekend. And then shout out to BBG and Airfare Gaming and Trade Fair Club for running this event. It was all
Yeah, we're
great.
gonna try to do some more, so stay on the lookout for those, and hopefully next time will be guaranteed cases rather than BS, basically.
It is what it is, man.
People didn't want to play for cash,
We're
I
all
guess.
about that cash, man.
See you guys next video. Deuces.